The jewel in F1's crown. Welcome to Circuit Studies, where we break down each F1 track race by race. Today's lesson, the Monaco Grand Prix. The Circuit de Monaco featured in F1's inaugural season in 1950, and it became a permanent fixture since 1955. And something very unique about this track is that it only runs to 260 kilometers. It's even written as so in the sporting regulations, where every other track runs to 305 kilometers. It's got 78 laps. The lap length is 3.337 kilometers. 19 turns going clockwise and 1 DRS zone. And fun fact, this is actually the slowest track on the F1 calendar, and it features the slowest corner, the turn 6 hairpin, which is taken at about 30 miles per hour, and roughly 34% of this lap is taken at full throttle. Of course, with this being a street circuit, it's narrow, it's tight, it's twisty. Teams will therefore set up their cars with a high downforce configuration, meaning we will see some very big fat wings on the rear of the cars, and this will enable the cars to stick better to the ground in the corners. And talking of corners, these are all names, and I've done a separate video on these names and what they mean, so please do go and check that out. But we should mention turn 6, the hairpin. Turns 10 to 11 is the Nouvelle chicane, where we might see some overtaking. 13 to 16 is the swimming pool chicane, and of course the iconic tunnel, where drivers do see a change in visibility. I think it's all iconic, and that's why the Monaco Grand Prix forms the triple crown of motorsport. Because of the nature of the track and the fact that the cars are bigger these days, it does make overtaking here quite difficult, and this puts the emphasis on qualifying. However, there has been a rule change to make this weekend a little bit more exciting. So teams will be mandated to run to 2 stops, and if they don't in this race, then they will be penalized. The idea is to add more strategy to this race and to make it a little bit less processional instead of a usual 1 stop. And Pirelli are offering the softest trio in the range, the C4 as the hard tire, the C5 as the medium, and the C6 as the soft. Something cool is if you check this track out on Apple Maps, you will actually see the circuit and the cars lined up, and if we adhere to what Apple Maps is saying, we'll see an Aston Martin at the front and a McLaren at the back. And last year we saw Charles Leclerc finally win his home race, and I'm not too proud to admit, seeing this win live in person may have brought me to tears. So there's your Monaco Grand Prix circuit studies all ready for the race. I'll see you for lights out.